What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about the landmark issue, Nightwing number 100. Wow, hard to believe we're already at issue number 100. I remember when this particular series began back in 2016. I've been really reading it ever since, and I started to cover it, I think, once the Tom Taylor run came out, so I didn't cover every single issue of this 100 issue beast of a series, but we are now at this point, so this is 100. It should be a big grand culmination of things. I know some people were theorizing, oh, maybe we'll get a wedding or something like that. I feel like they might have had that in the plans, but they definitely changed. This is more of a post-Dark Crisis, start the next phase, Dawn of DCU thing. And if you remember in Dark Crisis, which was a disappointing event, basically Nightwing, Batman, and the Justice League are like, you know what, after this whole world nearly ending thing, let's disband the Justice League. You guys take over. We're pretty much going to take a hiatus or whatever. Maybe you guys should lead or whatever. Why they want to disband the Justice League is beyond me, especially like with the state of things now. But they're really going to try and move into this whole new Dawn of DCU thing, which I feel like is leftover stuff from 5G, but thankfully not that quite awful. So, but let's go ahead and talk about what happens in issue 100. I guess I should say that overall consensus is I thought this issue was all right. There's a few nice moments in there, but there's some things that really just kind of annoy me. For instance, Heartless, they still have not resolved that storyline at all. I was looking forward to it hopefully ending by this thing, but it's still going. It never ends. It started back when Taylor began this thing. When was that? Like issue 78. Then it just kind of went away. Then it came back, then it went away, then it came back, then it went away. I just wish they would end it and then start this whole new Dawn of DCU phase. I have a feeling Tom Taylor is going to be writing a Titans book. It's inevitable at this point. But so the main story of this thing is it's kind of set in the present time or post Dark Crisis. It's Dick and Bruce kind of taking charge of this, or like they're talking over Alfred's grave about the whole thing. Nightwing's being asked to basically lead the planet after how he stepped up in Dark Crisis. We also see something set weeks ago. As you can see, it's Power Vacuum Part 4, The Leap. So I wish they would have just ended this Heartless thing, but it just feels like it's never going to end at this point. But Heartless just walks right up to this prison, hijacks it, and basically unleashes all the criminals on the city. Nightwing proceeds to tell the audience, well, yeah, like some of these people did some things and they couldn't afford bail, so they're thrown in jail and all that. That's what he's telling the audience. All these villains unleash and break out and all that stuff. Some of the artwork is pretty good here. This is written by Tom Taylor, art by Bruno Redondo, and I think a couple other artists worked on it. That's why the art style tends to change a little bit. And you get to showcase his different styles over the years until he's up to his current one right now. And basically, he convinces a lot of the prisoners to kind of help him and set the order. He brings in the Titans. Now, the Titans are basically just going to be in Blüdhaven now. Also, I noticed that Beast Boy has the patch over his eye. So, yeah, that is a leftover from Dark Crisis. At least they acknowledge that. But basically, all the Titans go in there. They stop all the criminals. Heartless, of course, gets away. He meets up with Tony Zuko, and he's all about making Dick Grayson's life miserable going forward. I guess he knows Dick Grayson is that. Yeah, however it works, I can't remember. Dick fights off KG Beast. They kick the crap out of him with the help of the Titans. And basically, the end of the issue, Superman, Wonder Woman make cameos in that. They set up at the end of the issue that basically this whole prison thing that was in Blüdhaven, Dick's going to build into the new Titans Tower. The Justice League is about him taking over and leading. There is one moment where Bruce says he regrets a lot of things. Dick's like, thanks for being there. Bruce is like, thanks for being there for me. He gives him a big old hug because that's what Tom Taylor characters tend to do. They like to hug a lot. And he even says, I love you, Dad. So that was a nice moment there. Babs is there with, Melinda Zuko, or Melinda Grayson now. And they basically talk about building a new Titans Tower in Blüdhaven. So there you go. It's the time of the Titans. And here you go, Dawn of DC, forging the future one hero at a time. They also tease some things. There's going to be a Penguin book, is the Steelworks #1, whatever that is. Cyborg's getting a #1, so cool for Cyborg. A Shazam new #1. Batman Brave and the World Bold #1. So this is the Dawn of DC forging the future one hero at a time, as you can see, this epic new series. So I have a feeling we're going to get a Tom Taylor Titans book at one point. Harley Quinn 28, wow, that book is still going on. I'm really shocked that the Harley Quinn book is still going on. Granted, I know Harley's a popular character, but I don't really feel like that book's generated as much buzz. But that's just me. There is some nice artwork in this thing, but as an issue 100, it really lacked the punch I was kind of hoping it would have. That's at least me personally. There's some nice artwork, there's some nice callbacks, and there's a few nice character moments in there, and I guess it's cool to see the Titans show up, but some things just never seem to end, and in particular, that Heartless story. I feel like there should have been something bigger for an issue 100. There should be a big culmination, and this Heartless thing is still going on. It's not done. It's just going to keep going and going and going. It's been going on since Taylor took over the book. When was that, like 2 years ago, 2020 or whatnot, or maybe 2021? I don't know. It just feels never ending at this point. And maybe had they finished that, I'd be a little bit more enthusiastic, but it's just the pacing of this book is just so long to finish anything. And yeah, they're setting things up, and I have a feeling that Taylor will probably write a Titans book. But as an issue 100, yeah, we did get a nice showcasing of Dick's heroics and all that. And like I said, if you like the Titans, it's cool that they show up and all that. But I feel like there should have been more of a pop for issue 100. I mean, this is issue 100. This should be a culmination of a lot of things. Or there should be something really spectacular happening in this issue that really just elevates it. And a lot of this could have just felt like it could have happened in any other issue. So I don't know. I wasn't really all that overly impressed with Nightwing issue 100. Didn't hate it by any stretch of the means, and I don't think it's awful. But I think the pacing of this story is just really coming to a halt. And there's a few things that kind of irk me. Like I said, I don't understand why the Justice League would want to disband, especially after a crisis that just happened. Yeah, maybe letting some of the other heroes kind of take more leadership roles is one thing, but completely disbanding, I don't know about you. It felt off-putting. Now, I could see that happening if maybe the Justice League were possessed or they did something they felt was wrong, but no, this whole crisis thing infected the multiverse or whatever it was. So, and now you're going to disband after all this stuff that just happened. I don't know, it just feels like poor timing to me, but it is what it is. I think if you've been enjoying this series up to this point, you'll probably enjoy Nightwing issue number 100. Like I said, I don't hate it. I don't really love it. I think it's all right, with a few nice moments thrown in there. I just wish that it packed a little bit more of a punch. So there you go. Those are my quick thoughts on Nightwing issue number 100. I wish I would have loved it. I just think as it stands, I think it's all right. It could be stronger, but that's just me. And the Heartless thing, my God, just end that story already. It's still going. Hopefully it'll end soon. I've been saying that every issue, that hopefully it'll end soon, because it just keeps going and going and going. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got to say. Post your comments down below. I might catch some flack for this video. I don't know. It all depends on what everyone else thinks. And I've said a lot. So, yeah. Alrighty then. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, subscribe, and all that other fun stuff. I will be back to be talking about Monkey Prince and assaults on Krypton, the Lazarus Planet, tie-in stuff. So I'll be covering every issue of Lazarus Planet and all the tie-ins with it. And then after that, I got Batgirls and I got World's Finest. I haven't read Batgirls or World's Finest yet, but you will be seeing Monkey Prince and Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton right after this. So look forward to that. All right, well, that's all I got to say. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Appreciate all the support in that. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.